What's up, guys? Steph Saucy here, talking Grammys 2026. And it's another year. A lot of winners, a lot of people that got snubbed, and of course the losers. But we're gonna talk about it all today, right here on Steph Saucy Talk. What's going on? Some call me Steph, some call me Saucy. What I'm about to speak today is about to be real truth, and quite honestly, it's the same thing from last year because guess whose show it has been the past couple of years? It's been the Kendrick Lamar show. And by doing so, guess what he has done? He has broken the all-time record for a rapper, surpassing Jay-Z, H.O.V., Hova, for the most Grammy wins in recording academy industry total. 29, I believe, to be exact. But we're going to get into it in just a bit. But let me just say something before I start. Because last year we seen a record that stood out the most within, the global world and not like us. Yeah, I know I don't want to have to spoil all the Kendrick fans out there, but to all the Drake fans out there, last year was a bad year. It was a bad look not only at the Grammys, but at the Super Bowl as well. Just to be funny about the situation. Swept the Grammys last year with 7 wins, including Record of the Year, Song of the Year, Best Rap, Melodic Performance with Not Like Us. Everywhere you go was Not Like Us. Because I really, truly believe Kendrick Lamar is not like us, guys. He does things on a different stratosphere, and there's no reason why he's the most decorated winner of an award like a Grammy. So we're going to get into that. Because continuously, every year, we've been seeing, successful records by Kendrick Lamar. Obviously, he teamed up with SZA, and they won a record for Luther. We're going to get into that as well. Bad Bunny, by the way, is also another one who made history, too. Get to that. And just all the commentary and all the comedy Trevor Noah was hosting from last night. So we're going to get to it. Let's go big picture. Man, we got to open up this screen. As I mentioned to you, Kendrick Lamar breaks Jay-Z records. That's what the headlines read. We get to the headlines. As always, makes history with the best rap album win. And not only that, he wins the record of the year with Luther as a SZA, as I mentioned to you. So, the prolific rapper, fresh off the umpteenth year that qualified as a monumental for the 38-year-old Compton, California. And I'm starting to really feel a little bit biasness, too, if you guys don't think I am being facetious about this. But Kendrick Lamar is from the West Coast. The award show is at Crypto.com Arena. Or better yet, I think it's still called Crypto.com Arena. It probably changed, but it seems a lot of love. He is the king of the West Coast. He's claimed that. A lot of people has claimed that. And the game, he just dropped a mixtape with, what's his name? DJ Drama, pretty much claiming his top throne of the best rapper from the West Coast. If it's not Kendrick, it's got to be him. So we're starting to see that a lot. A lot of wins coming from Kendrick, being he is from the West Coast. But that's just my opinion. I'm seeing that a lot. We're going to get to some more theories and all the good stuff that is within the hip-hop culture. And what we see in hip-hop is at the forefront, which is a good thing. I'm not knocking it. Not saying it's a bad thing. But Kendrick Lamar has had his name on these Grammys, as we see, a record-breaking year for Kendrick. So, that's pretty much it. And here we go. Heading into music's biggest night. Lamar already had 22 Grammy wins. He already had 22. Right up there with Ye and, of course, the CEO of Rock Nation, Jay-Z. So, and he led all comers in 2026 with 9 nominations, including Album of the Year for GNX, Record and Song of the Year for Luther. And as I mentioned to you, he won that Record of the Year with SZA for the song Luther, which honestly was a great rendition to Luther's If This World Was Mine featuring Cheryl. So I think they did a good thing. And Kendrick said in his acceptance speech there was no cursing. The Luther Vandross estate said in order for them to get that record and it got cleared, They couldn't curse, which turned out to be a very melodic record, as it won record of the year and best rap melodic performance. So although they said also, though he was only going to win at most 8, as he was nominated twice in best rap performance for TV Off featuring Lefty Gunplay, and this guy only said 2 words. No, 3 words. Crazy, scary, spooky. Oh, 4 words. Hilarious. That's all he said. 4 times, back to back, and he gets a Grammy. Kendrick Lamar does that. He put people on from the West Coast, and like I said, that album was West Coast driven. So I'm still kind of confused on why he won Rap Album of the Year. I'm going to show you some other rap albums that I thought were very noteworthy and was on my top list of coulda, and shoulda won. But that's what it is. Also, his contribution, as I read, to Clips, Pusha T, and Malice, Chains and Whips, which I thought was a pretty inspiring song. It wasn't a trap heavy type of beat. It got the job done. Remember the whole controversy about that record, right? Def Jam came to Clips saying that you cannot have Kendrick on the record, because we all know what the allegations are. We all know what it means for hip hop and what the whole beef between him and Drake. So they pretty much said, fuck that. We're going to get into him having to be on the record, get out of that deal. And they paid their way out of there. And look, the song won a Grammy for best. Let's see. Matter of fact, I want to be correct on that. But I know Chains and Whips was a song that Kendrick won. So let's get to what I was mentioning to you guys. Yes, best rap performance, Chains and Whips. But as we look at the 68th annual Grammys, as we'll just go, by one category to the next, which I'll mention is best rap performance. As I mentioned to you, TV Off won that. Darling I was in consideration. Anxiety featuring Doechii. She actually won an award for an outstanding performance for her music video in Anxiety. And of course, best rap performance continues to say Chains and Whips, Outside. And so as far as I'm concerned, best rap performance was the winner, Chains and Whips. And then we look at the best melodic rap performance, which was very interesting to see. Guess what song is on here, guys? Look at this one right here. Somebody Loves Me. And you know what song that is? That is a Party Next Door song featuring who? The guy from The Six, the guy who's supposed to be dropping his Iceman album. And not only that, the guy that is suing Kendrick Lamar for his song Not Like Us. After the judge already denied Drake's lawsuit, saying that it's pretty much not a record that is claiming he's a pedophile, and Drake, is appealing it. So it's a lot going on. Drake still does not want to lose this battle in the court system, as now we're calling on a jury to determine the outcome of the song Not Like Us. So you see what I'm saying? It's just dragging on and just making him look more and more bad, as this is bad PR, man. And Somebody Loves Me was nominated for Best Melodic Rap Performance, although it, turned out to be a great song. It did a lot of numbers, but here we go. We go down the list. We got Best Melodic Rap Performance, Luther. Best Melodic Rap Performance, Wholeheartedly, which was with J.I.D. And some people call him Jid, but he's from Dreamville, which is owned by who? No other than Charlotte's very own, and who's about to drop his album this Friday, no other than J. Cole. So it was good to see someone like him on there, because I listened to his album, God Does Like Ugly. And we're going to continue to go with that. He was nominated for that. And we have Proud of Me. So to close that out, once again, let's circle this again. Kendrick Lamar, winner for Best Rap Performance, as I mentioned to you. So here we go with the Best Rap Song. Now, this is a very interesting category right here. I feel like this category is very selective, and it feels like there's so many rap songs out there. There's so many rappers out there, right? So to be nominated for a Grammy Award is pretty much it's tough because out of the 15,000 some odd, people on the panel that decides to pretty much who's going to be on these type of things, I really want to know what it takes for someone to get on that category because, like I said, there's so many rappers that make trap music, that make hip hop music. So here we go again. Another Kendrick Lamar nomination for Best Rap Song. Best Rap Song, TGIF, which is no other than Glorilla, who had a breakout year when she first came into the industry. FNF, that song. Yeah, that was a lot of song that the ladies love. So she has been blossoming into her own. Doesn't get a lot of credit for what she does, but I do respect her artistry. She caters to her fan base. I mean, you see it. It's growing by the numbers. She has a great, look and persona about how she goes about her rap music. And that's why you can see TGIF was nominated this year for Best Rap Song. Another Best Rap Song, Sticky. Then we have The Birds Don't Sing. Best Rap Song, Anxiety, which is Doechii once again. Another TDE artist. So you see what the parallelism with this now? Kendrick Lamar, TDE, Doechii, SZA. They the new Rock Nation. And I'm going to make that bold claim right here, right now. Because Kendrick Lamar already has created history, surpassing the great Jehovah. He has already created history by continuously breaking the boundaries, continuously getting nominated for different rap categories and really sweeping them. Then you got Doechii, who a lot of people call industry plant, but came into the business not knowing her sound, figuring out herself to the point where she blew up. And Alligators Don't Bite did really good for her. So you start to see that rap stardom from an artist like her. You could probably compare it to, I can't believe I'm about to say this, a Nicki Minaj in a sense. And I know a lot of people that hated Nicki Minaj right now because she's supporting Donald Trump. Obviously, she's trying to get a green card. She's trying to do a whole bunch of different things that doesn't pertain to rap music. So you got her. Then you got the wonderful, talented, and always huge catalog, which is SZA. Now, for all the SZA fans out there right now, you understand where I'm coming from this. After what she's done with her SOS album, making the deluxe album, and just not only that, man, the way how she speaks love and rhythm and communicating to the ladies out there in her music, it's unmatched. It's unwavering. So I feel like that's also another reason why I feel like this TDE group, man, they're up there now for best rap labels right now. And I don't know what it is. It's something brewing over there. But Kendrick Lamar, I feel like even with the last, 2 albums he's created, still hasn't done close to what he can potentially do more. But you all know he only comes out every so often. It wasn't until Mr. Morale and the Big Stepper we heard Kendrick. We went through COVID. The last album before Mr. Morale, the Big Stepper, was Damn, which was another great album. So then now we're seeing Kendrick Lamar coming at the forefront. And then you know what else I'll mention to you now? We're in 2026, correct? So what that means is we have created a new era of music now. Because A$AP Rocky, after all those years hinting at a new album, we get Don't Be Dumb last month, right? Does number 1 on the Billboard charts. Now we got another rap king, lyricism, rap performer, and J. Cole coming out this Friday with The Fall Off. And then I get to the very last true GOAT, an MC, a person who has paved his way throughout this music industry, not only through rap, but pop, through dance, or whatever you want to call it. And you know where I'm going at this, which is Drake with the Iceman album. So we're starting to see the MCs really come out this year. So what does that leave us? That leaves us with who? That we need to hear from? Kendrick Lamar again. before it's all said and done, so we can have the 4 best rappers that I believe, in my opinion, drop an album this year. So that way, next year, 2027, we'll see the outcome of these rap categories. Just my opinion. And that's what I feel, and that's what I think should happen, because we need it for the sport and we need it for the culture. A$AP Rocky has said it, and I'm going to say it too. This is what we need. This is exactly what we need. So then, once again, I told you best rap song, TV Off one. Then here we go with the best rap album. Okay, Chromacopia, Tyler the Creator. Now, I listened to Tyler the Creator recently, that album, and Don't Tap the Glass. Wasn't a fan too much of Don't Tap the Glass, but Chromacopia was pretty interesting. Then we got GNX. The whole theme behind GNX was pretty dope. I got to see Kendrick Lamar live at MetLife Stadium last year for his Grand National Tour. And that right there, I do feel like it was a good album. It was a classic. Now, could it be a bit overrated to many? Yes, it could be. Because I feel like this album that I'm going to mention to you next, God Does Like Ugly, who I mentioned, JID from Dreamville, he was probably my top 2 for an album to win for best rap album. And you know why? Because this guy, storytelling is pretty dope. He's an MC. He's a lyricist. He can write plenty of verses. He is someone that went through the struggle, having nobody send him beats packs. He said this in one of his records. To then people now feeling him and his upbringing, being from Atlanta. I mean, this is just a guy that really is a true pioneer. Though I feel within the next few years, we'll see more projects and more, noteworthy albums from him. He's just overall dope. I like his style, I like his cadence, I like his flow. I think, we're going to see a lot of great things come from Jid, man. So I had him. Then we have Glorilla. Again, another female that we don't see that gets too much love in this rap category, because I've been seeing a lot of females dominating. You got the Lottos of the world. You got the Cardi B's of the world. You can even say you've got Ice Spice. And you know her music is very limited. Just saying that. We all know this. And then Megan Thee Stallion, who we haven't heard from in a while. I understand she's got a lot going on. But Glorilla to be nominated twice in the rap category is big for you ladies. I feel like, she is a pure example of what being from a community, an area, a city, which obviously, the expectations are not too high for people coming from where she's coming from, and to completely elevate the sport of rap and elevate the sport of just doing it at the highest level. That's the ultimate, accomplishment in itself, to be nominated as a Grammy artist. So kudos to Glorilla, man. I think she's a dope chick, man. Her music is fun. I mean, if that's the biggest takeaway I'll say from Glorilla, is that her music is really fun to listen to, man. And then we got the OGs, man. Literally OGs, because if you know the story of this rap group, which is Clips, and how they came up in Virginia serving what they served, you know what I'm talking about, that dirty white, to becoming rap legends in their own right. Now, if you want to say they're top 5, maybe a top 10 rap group, that's up for discussion. But what I saw and what I heard overall from the Clips last year in 2025 is the reason why I felt like they probably were the ones that I thought would win this category. Let God sort them out. I have it on replay when I'm at the gym. I just go hard to it because you're getting different flows. It's like poetry in motion, man. These guys' pen skills is elite. Their flows are. And of course, I mean, they're original. They're not copycats. They're not sellouts. They are who they are. They're not changing for anyone. And they take this rap shit to the next level. To the highest level at that. There is no ceiling for them. They'll compete with the best of them. And they'll show you why. And based on the work, and Let God Sort Them Out was one of those albums that I felt put in the work, put in the goodness in hip hop. And that was dope. I love to see it. So there you go. You have your rap category. Once again, as I mentioned to you, Kendrick Lamar did the unthinkable, which was thinkable because when the night came, when the clock struck 8 o'clock on the Eastern Coast, 5 p.m. Pacific, we knew there was a possibility Kendrick Lamar was going to not only win one Grammy, but multiple Grammys. And he's done it again. I don't think we'll ever see another run from a guy like this because it's just remarkable. It's amazing. And let me just play a video for you on YouTube on Kendrick Lamar and what he felt like after winning Best Rap Album and just showing how much hip hop means to him and how much the culture ultimately means to us all. Let's take a listen to K Dot.
Yeah. What's up? What's up? It's hip hop as usual, man. I'm not good at talking about myself, but I express it through the music. It's an honor to be here. Out of the clips, like these are my brothers to be in this category. What's up, Push, man? Malice, man. Every time I tell you this, hip hop is gonna always be right here. We're gonna be in these suits. We're gonna be looking good. We're gonna be having our folks with us. We're gonna be having the culture with us. So I appreciate y'all. God is the glory. Love y'all.
That sums it up because not only is he giving thanks, obviously, but hip hop, it is something that, people don't realize, man, how much people had to go through from the early days of hip hop till now. Obviously, we glorify it, we harmonize it, we make money off of it. It gives us a lifestyle. And I think a lot of people are losing the essence of what it means, man. I feel like Kendrick Lamar, yes, he expresses it through his music. Am I going to go on note saying I love every song from Kendrick Lamar? No, I'm not. But this guy is greatness personified. And you see it with the history making of 27 to 29 Grammys. This is remarkable. This is what remarkable does at the highest point that we see possible. So that's just my whole opinion about the rap category this year. I definitely want to comment on it because I felt like we had to. Because not only has Drake been hiding out, but we have seen Kendrick Lamar has had plenty of success within the past couple of years, while Drake continuously has had a bunch of memes, has had a bunch of lawsuits, legal problems, all within a span of a whole, let's say, 3 to 4 years. So we got to get back to the music. And I think with the Iceman album coming out, that should be music that we can bump. And hopefully we'll see what the outcome is of that, what he addresses, who he talks about, and what numbers he does. Because he does big numbers. We know that. So let's get to my next point, man. As this right here is amazing because the headline for this is Bad Bunny. And the reason why I want to talk about Bad Bunny is because I have a theory on what has been transpired within the last couple of months and even leading up to this month into the Super Bowl. One, we have him winning this award. Now, Album of the Year is a big award because you're going against every different type of genre. So I feel like with this is a big accomplishment, a big moment for the Latin community because as it reads, Bad Bunny wins Album of the Year at the 2026 Grammy Awards, a first for a Spanish language album, particularly and specifically an only Spanish speaking album. So what does that mean? That means he broke a barrier. He just broke a barrier tonight, at the Grammys, and he's continually to do it with his style, his presence, and his culture. And that's the one thing we can't forget about this life that we live. It's all about our culture and what we represent. And he represents for all the Hispanics coming up and all the Hispanics that will be in the near future that make music just like how he makes music. So that's one. Two, we have the Super Bowl. So for him, he's going to be on the biggest stage possible in front of the hundreds of thousands in the stadium. And not only that, he will have the backing of all the other Latin nations, which can potentially break not only the Apple TV record, but that could break a record in the countries that he's from as far as viewerships, which could be in the millions, hundreds of millions. Kendrick Lamar did it last year, and now I think it's his turn to do so because he has a pop nature to him. He has a fiesta nature to his music, which gets you to dance. No matter what color, no matter what race you are, you can enjoy his music. And then 3, the ultimate third thing is the proverbial glass ceiling that he's about to step over, which is the stigma of racism in America. Being on the biggest stage, which is the Super Bowl. We all know this. And what he's going to do, and he's going to do it in, great fashion because what? We all know this is white America, and white America will not accept this, but he's going to do it because that's what Apple wants him to do. That's what the committee wants him to do, and he's going to do that. He's going to break that barrier and get through that because that's big. That's really big. I think that's the biggest takeaway from this whole situation with Bad Bunny is the Latin culture will be presented to the millions. And whether you like it or not, it's going to go on. So I think that right there is the biggest icing on the cake. To be able to perform your music, endure the backlash from it, the controversy of it, but still continuously to break barriers, man. It doesn't get any better than that. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not even Hispanic, but I know Hispanic people, and I know they like to see that. And you're going to love to see it, too, come February 7th on Apple Music, presenting to you Bad Bunny and his records. So it's good to see, man. And I'll be honest with you. I seen it coming. A lot of us might have probably seen it coming, too. He is going to go on a run, of course, obviously after the Super Bowl. That's what usually artists do. But yeah, that pretty much sums it all. And, continuously we will see more news on Kendrick Lamar, his plans and his future endeavors at the breaking history. Can he do it even further? Can he take it another notch? Will we continue to see more music from him? I think that's what we're going to have to, see within the next 6 to 12 months. Is he going to do that? So that's up for another discussion, too, another time. But look, I thank you for watching. And look, man, if you're a musician out there, artist out there, man, like myself, I'm a producer. I do talk about hip-hop. There is always a space for you. I know they say at the top it's very lonely, but it's really not. If you make a way for yourself, you continue to believe in yourself and, be consistent, persistent, trust in the Most High, which is God, anything is possible, man. So until next time, thank you for tuning in. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. I thank you, and we're going to talk another time. Later.